Hey, Fast Money, I'm John from Sherman Oaks, California. Boy, is my money moving fast these days. I've been an investor in the stock market for quite some time, but ever since the March pandemic hit, the markets have been doing such strange things. I've invested into these trending stocks. I've been buying into disruptive stocks, ARK ETFs, all sorts of things that have done extremely well. Much to my amazement, none of them are fundamentally sound. Their PE ratios are off the charts. And, I'm wondering where we go from here. The real question today is, how do you see the broader markets balancing out in the long run for the retail investor?
I think that's the ultimate conundrum here. And Pomp, you have the sort of vision, you like Bitcoin and all that stuff, but you call it out QuantumScape for being pre-revenue, et cetera. What is the difference here, and how do you sort of, process this?
Yeah, look, I think young people have a massive advantage over older generations or those who do this professionally. And it's because they understand not how to do financial engineering. They understand consumer trends, and they have a very deep conviction where the world is going, right? They grew up with a cell phone in their hand. They're digitally native. And so if you go and you talk to young people under the age of 25, they'll tell you things like esports, psychedelics, collectibles, weed, electric vehicles, Bitcoin, et cetera. All that sounds absolutely insane and on the fringe to most people on Wall Street, I think. But what you find is that is actually the future. That is where value is going to get created. And so I think in kind of BK's version of the buy the shares, put them in the drawer, just if you have a long time horizon and you essentially use your stock portfolio as a savings account, take a portion of your income every single month and just put it into the stock market. You can either go into ETFs or you can go into some of these kind of more secular bets, and then just let it play out over a 5 or 10 year horizon. I think that young people can really press that advantage they have of understanding where the world's going, and that'll end up being pretty good for their portfolio.
All right, let's get to our next question.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I've been interested in investing into precious metals such as gold and silver. But with all the talk on Reddit and watching Wall Street bets, I was just wondering what's a better long-term secure investment, whether if it's to invest in the actual metal itself, such as silver bars, or get like a silver stock.
Brian Kelly, sounds like one for you.
Yeah, that's a great question. So for me, if you're simply just investing and you want to have it as part of your portfolio, the silver ETF is probably the way to go. SLV is the symbol there. Nothing wrong with buying silver bars, but you've got to store them and you got to hold them and keep them secure. So unless you're buying silver because you think that the financial system is going to collapse and you're going to need that physical silver and or gold, then knock yourself out. Buy that. I actually own some myself as kind of a full-on hedge. But I think the easiest way is really you're making a bet on the price of silver going higher, just buy the ETF, SLV. We're going through a period here where as interest rates go up, it's going to weigh a little bit on precious metals, but eventually the inflation narrative should pick up, and that'll be good for silver.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.